Hey everybody, it's Pete and Amy again. So,
Hi.
Welcome to Fatal Frame: Mask of the Lunar Eclipse, also known as Fatal Frame 4. This is a playthrough that Amy and I started a while ago, and we lost the save file. And apparently, you're getting a movie in this. I didn't even know.
And
this
our
was
complete will to live.
here. Yeah. So yeah, we've wanted to try this again for the longest time. We figured now's a good time, seeing as how we're in kind of spooky mode time of the year. So we're playing this with the English patch, the fan-made English patch that came out a while back. And by a while back, I mean like when the game was new. But there was also an update to the English patch that I only found out about recently. So there are improvements on the fonts and the, what am I thinking?
I don't know.
The spelling errors, things like that. Spelling errors were fixed. And I've never played it like this. They also fixed a glitch where you couldn't get, like, the most powerful camera piece in the game, because the game shipped glitched, and back on the Wii days, you couldn't fix that with a downloadable update.
Oh, the Wii days.
The Wii days. I am playing this with an actual Wii Remote nunchuck, but we're playing it in the Dolphin emulator. I do have a legitimate copy of this, and I ripped my legitimate copy with a Wii console, so we're all on the up and up here, even though I don't think at this point anybody would really care.
Oh, you'll be surprised.
Well, yeah. I mean, I do. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get this started, and I will kind of tell you a bit about the series. Unlike Road 96, which we just played, I've played Fatal Frame a ton, and I have a lot to say about it. So, let's get through this cutscene, and then I will start talking about it. This is Tempest, the guy who did the original translation, just saying, you know, check Wikipedia. I'm not Japanese. There are going to probably be cultural differences that I don't get fully. So.
Madoka, なんか思い出せた？ずいぶん前のことだし、私たち5人が映っていたのは確かにこの建物ね。ねえ、美咲。本当にここに来ればよかったのかな？
Probably not.
写真の場所でも何も思い出せなかったし。もう帰ろう。私の言う通りにしてればいいの。まどかもあんな風になりたいの。
It's fine are famous last words in every horror anything.
私たちを見てしまった。次は私たちの番だ。神隠しにあった5人は順番に。
Okay. 5 girls, kidnapped, photographed.
Yep, 5 girls kidnapped, photographed, something is happening to them one by one. You're all caught up. And she has a feeling. So.
Ooh, this feeling.
This feeling. This one right here. This feeling.
That kidnapping feeling.
Yeah. That tonight's gonna be a good night. It was a bad night. Spoiler alert, it was a bad night for them. It wasn't a good night. And now her eye is a lamp.
Yeah.
Her
That's
eye's a
what
lamp.
happens. That's
when
what
it's a
happens.
bad night.
Well, when you're a child who gets kidnapped and photographed in whatever.
Yeah.
Feelings make you walk slowly everywhere, Gruntfather says. You are very right.
Yeah.
And we're about to demonstrate.
Oh, Gruntfather. Sorry, that's his name.
We're about
Yeah.
to demonstrate just how slowly.
Yeah, so I'll start out by saying this is walk. Okay?
Uh-huh.
This
Yeah.
is walk.
Noted.
This is run.
Ooh, look, here you go.
Almost the exact same thing. This is the fastest I can move in this whole game.
It is a motivated shimmy.
It's, yeah. I don't even know if I would call it motivated. I don't think she cares. So anyway, for those who are unfamiliar with the series, Fatal Frame started on the PS2. It's called Zero in Japan and Project Zero in Europe. I don't know why. I feel like Fatal Frame is the one that makes more sense, and that usually doesn't happen. It's usually the other way around. The Japanese releases usually, the titles usually make more sense. Yep, so there are waggle controls, swing the controls to turn around. It's unfortunately a lot of what the Wii did back in the day, and I wasn't a fan of the motion controls. I thought the Wii's greatest strength was the infrared pointer myself. But anyway, so Fatal Frame is this horror series where you are exorcising ghosts using the camera known as the camera obscura.
Exorcising?
Yeah, you're not going to the gym with them. So, yeah, you are exorcising ghosts. You are either Xing them or you are sizing them.
Yeah, one or the other.
So, and it's still a pretty unique concept even by today's standards. I think the only game to really try to replicate what this did was Dread Out. And it did an okay job, but I still feel like Fatal Frame feels better overall.
It's the gold standard for taking photos of ghosts.
Yeah, it really is.
It's Pokemon,
Pokemon Snap
with ghosts.
But with death and blood. So, it's fine. This game, in my opinion, has the best story of any of the games in the series, which is a shame, because this is the only one in the series that never left Japan. Every other game in the series, including, I found out the other day, a pre-smartphone mobile game, apparently did come out outside of Japan at one point for a little bit, and the service is down now. So even that left Japan, but the one on arguably one of the most popular consoles ever created, we can't have that. Can't let anybody else play that one. But luckily, fans created a way to play this on the Wii with homebrew or emulated like this. I know that the guy who did the original translation explicitly did not want it to work in emulators because he wanted to prevent piracy. And, I mean, I'm perfectly understanding of that, but, it's been a long time, and obviously people got it working anyway.
Grumpfather pointed out, I'm a big fan of how insane Crimson Butterfly's story turned out.
Oh, how insane. I thought you said how you're saying.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Crimson Butterfly's story was... That's the one that's most well known. When people
Which one? Is that 2?
That's 2, yeah.
Oh,
When people think of Fatal Frame, they think of 2. And yeah, the story, especially depending on the ending, got nuts. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Also, right here, it says Kunihiko Eiso Museum.
Ooh, that's a familiar name.
Yes. Okay, so second floor management office. Kunihiko Eiso is the guy who created the camera obscura and if you've played other games in the series, the spirit radio and all these other devices that let you commune with the spirits. I don't really think that's a spoiler. I think we'll probably get that in a document. There's going to be a lot of reading in this too, by the way.
Everybody's favorite game, reading.
Yeah, reading about ghosts. Where are the stairs? There they are. I was testing you. You passed.
Oh, thank you.
Seeing these ghosts that are walking around, once I have the camera, I'll be able to snap pictures of them and get points and fill my ghost list. Also, well, I'll wait until I get the camera. I was going to start talking about the controls. The controls in this game are bad.
Look at her, like, she's really, like, duck walking up the stairs.
Yeah. Going up makes you need to pee.
Yeah.
The controls are not really that good in this. And I feel like some of the mechanics that were added to this game that none of the other games had were added to compensate for the bad controls rather than fix the bad controls, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'll get more into that when we get the camera because...
Ocean Hut said this girl should get her shin splints checked out.
God, yes.
Might speed her up a bit. And Grumpfather said the controls being bad was a feature of survival horror games at the time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I feel like I was going to say I feel like the controls on the other Fatal Frame games were fine, but the original release of Fatal Frame 1 switched the joysticks every time you went into the camera mode, and there was no option to shut that off.
Well, I mean, there was the
Shingo.
tank controls of early Resident Evil.
Hey, buddy. He was just reaching through a chair.
Trying to claw me.
Is he playing prison slaps?
Yeah, he is. Ah! You don't look like you're sterile.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't like the tank controls of the earlier games. I got used to them fairly easily in Resident Evil and Silent Hill and everything. I didn't think they were bad. They
You
definitely
could steer a protagonist like a man steering a tank.
Yes. It definitely made continuously moving when the camera changed, like when you went around the corner easier. So yeah, here we're going to get to a mechanic that I think is funny more than anything, but it really overstays its welcome. You have to hold a button to reach down and grab something, and a ghost hand can come out and grab you, and then you have to flail around like a crazy person to get the ghost hand off of you. Or you can do this. I don't know. Maybe. Books. Reading.
I don't know. Oh.
Okay, memo to the new nurse, who is dead now.
Something is written on the paper.
Whoa! Is that what paper is used for?
Here it is.
I left the spare museum key on my... I left the spare museum key on my desk for you. Please take care to lock the doors when you close for the night, as there are valuable exhibits on display. On the counter are old charts, records of files, containers, and chemicals. This is the chemical room.
And containers.
See, you can see a filament down there. That means we're getting close to something we can interact with. I'm glad we moved the cameras. Ivy pattern key. Here is something that this game started doing that none of the previous ones did. When you get a key, it just holds your hand and tells you right where you need to be. So this is just telling me how to get to the map, but it's going to tell me right where the locked door is.
Yeah.
The older games did not do that. So I'm of two minds. It cuts out getting lost, but also that's kind of some of the fun of this.
It cuts out the joy of trying every door in a hallway.
Yeah. Great. There are names written here.
Grandfather says, I love Japanese games highlighting important points and key terms in their description.
Yeah. So do I! Okay. So, while we're going down this hallway with this ear-splitting noise, I will say, one of the things that I like about the story in this game that we will find is, with all of the other Fatal Frame games, and I really do mean all of them, I believe. So she recognizes the song, that's important. This quote-unquote song.
This is a heck of a jam.
Yeah. With all the other Fatal Frame games, the story was always basically, there's a hell gate. You should probably close the hell gate before the world ends. Go do it. That was basically the story of every Fatal Frame game ever. Okay?
Invariably a failure of a shrine maiden.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, a shrine maiden is always bad at her job. So, which I guess she's usually forced into doing. This game has a story that is secluded to this island that we're on. It's not some world-ending catastrophe, and it's very much revolving around these characters. It's more personal,
Yeah.
I guess. And it's crazy to me that the one that has the best story in the series to me is the one that never left Japan. I still can't believe that happened. And I mean, with 5 coming to the PC and every other system now, I'm really hoping this eventually gets, officially translated and re-released. That would be amazing if they did that. I feel like that's probably going to be up to Nintendo, though. They co-developed this, along with Grasshopper Manufacturer, who was Suda51.
Oh.
Yeah, he actually partially directed this one. It's the only Fatal Frame he's had anything to do with. He is the No More Heroes guy. No More Heroes, and I believe... what's that other one? Oh, Ghost Lady. I just lost the name of what I was thinking of.
Killer 7.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Thank Ocean Hut.
Thank you, Ocean Hut, for Killer 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, Killer 7, and then there was a... I might be getting the... Maybe I'm thinking of Swery. There was a crazy PS3 and 360 game, too, that... Like a third-person shooter that I'm thinking of, but I can't remember what it is now. So she sees us, is what you're telling me.
Lollipop Chainsaw? Shadows of the Damned?
That one. Shadows of the Damned. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's the one I was thinking of.
You can thank Grandfather for that.
Well, thank you. I forgot about Lollipop Chainsaw, but yeah, Shadows of the Damned is the one that I was thinking of. Yeah, this game does not Okay, that was a cat flying into a box. This game does not quite upscale as well to 4K as Metroid Prime does. But
what can, really?
That's a very good point. That game in 4K looks unreal. There are books. Most cannot be read, but in places the name Kunihiko Eso is visible. Well, I mean, it did say this was his museum.
Grandfather says the FF sayings are still so evocative. A modern version of this trapping ghosts in your Insta feed might have been a hit. Might have been a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The name Kunihiko Eso is visible on the right side of the picture. It's probably the person's name. Good detective work.
I don't know, though.
Haunted
TikTok?
I mean, how do we make that work?
I don't know.
That'd be good promotion for this.
I have repeatedly said that I think it would be funny to start a stream where you you say that your house is haunted and you're going to do ghost hunting and just have everything rigged.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be funny. It would be cool to do that.
I mean, you'd piss a lot of people off when they figure it out, but...
Yeah, I mean, it depends. They might even be more
point.
entertained. Dr. Aso's... Yeah, this game also has more about Kunihiko Eso than anybody else. You can see him in flashbacks in Crimson Butterfly, but he is like the star of the notes in this game. Prangles! I don't know if you can hear that. She is just scratching up that box. Anyway, there are shadows that only can be seen by mediums. The thoughts of the dead linger in certain locations. In order to reveal...
Oh, sorry. Grandfather said, oh man, Fatal Frame Go would be awesome.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I mean, that's essentially what they tried to do with Spirit Camera.
Yeah.
And they made some bad decisions. I loved Spirit Camera for what it was, but it should not have been $40, and it should have been longer than half an hour. Mm-hmm. So, the thoughts of the dead linger in certain locations. In order to reveal these trails that lead to the spirit world, after many prototypes, the camera obscura was developed. However, it appears to need further improvement. As a result of my investigations into the masks of Rogetsu Island, I have made use of the materials and resources here to make a film plate. It is very likely that this will prove useful in my research into the camera obscura. I am now convinced that a power exists that exceeds my expectations, and that it is related to the strong effect that photographing the shadows has on them. A medium would probably say that this comes close to exorcism. My personal experiences on this island have significantly influenced my arrival at this bold belief. I was asked to donate a single camera obscura to the main collection. I do not think this island will need the power of the camera obscura. I hope it is unnecessary.
But wait.
I have horrible news for you. Look.
Somebody smashed but did not grab.
Yeah. Spooky!
Oh man, it got the ghost jiggles.
Yeah, I guess it did, didn't it? If there were ever ghost jiggles, that was them.
Yeah.
It's an old camera. Is this the camera obscura the note was talking about? Well, the top of the screen confirms that, so yes. Madoka, read the top of the screen.
These scare quotes on exorcism are a sign of quality localization and translation.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If only there were an official translation. If only.
You're getting too...
Yeah.
needy.
She didn't like that. So, if you'll notice, it showed Type 7 film in the bottom right corner of the screen. Type 7 film is always the unlimited film in the game. It's very weak, but you have an unlimited amount of it. So, I'm going to try and talk and fight at the same time. I may wait until after the fight.
Don't worry, I can just prattle on endlessly.
Okay. So check it out. The top shows me where the ghost is. The Z button locks on. And then you want to get a fatal frame moment, which is getting close, letting them get ready to attack you. Okay. Now, the only reason I was able to do... Oh, it's not coming out of the speaker, because I don't have the speaker turned on. Normally, they would scream through the remote speaker. I've played this enough to know when the fatal frame moment is on her. Eventually, we'll get camera upgrades that'll visually tell us when to take the picture. So, a couple of immediate differences between this and the rest of the series. So, the controls. Joystick is move. There is no strafing unless I hold C, I think. I know, C. With the remote, there is no sensor bar control in this. I move up, down, twist left and right, and it's all the motion control in the controller. None of it is the pointer, which is stupid because the pointer was infinitely better on the Wii than motion for almost everything. So why they didn't utilize that is completely beyond me. This game was the first one to implement a lock-on. No other game in the series had a lock-on, and I firmly believe it's because they knew their own controls were bad, and rather than add GameCube controller support or classic controller support, which would have made it in line with the previous entries, they were just like, give them a lock-on. I don't know why. I feel like it kind of puts it into easy mode, and also it makes it harder to take pictures of more than one ghost at a time in the viewfinder, because now you can't even charge your power unless you're locked onto one of them. Whereas in the old ones, as long as they were in the viewfinder, you charged up your power. Or in Fatal Frame 2, it was all proximity-based. You have to get close to a ghost to get any kind of damage.
Would you like to save?
I would love to save, yes. To my memory card, even. Okay. So, the controls are a little, I mean, I really don't need that, no. Thank you for your offer, but no. So, the controls are sluggish. They added a lock-on, which I feel like takes away from a little bit of the tension. It's playable, it's serviceable, it works. It's not as good as the other games in the series, though. Okay, this is story, I'll wait. Oh, this is the cutscene that was playing in the beginning.
I don't even remember what childhood is.
So this is supposedly that song that was playing really scratchy on that speaker.
Yeah.
I fucking love this game. I love this game so much. I'm so excited that we're playing this again. And we're gonna finish it this time, god dang it. It's weird. I don't feel like I remember the black and white parts of the cutscenes being choppy the way they were. Mm-hmm. But, like, this cutscene is smooth, so I don't think it's the emulator doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't remember it being like that, though. I'll have to look. I mean, it very well could be. I'll have to look that up and see what it says. There were some settings that it wanted me to change that didn't work, so I just kind of made my own settings. Mm-hmm. So I'll just have to look it up. So she, like Madoka and Misaki in the intro chapter, she has kind of been, like, drawn back to the island. And see, two of the 5 girls died.
Grumpfodder said, all I can remember is one melody. Smash Mouth All Star plays.
Yeah. She had a great childhood. Yeah, see, so the first 2 girls went back. They died.
Died?
Yeah. Well, Madoka and Misaki were in the intro chapter.
Right.
Marie and Tomoe went back before they did, and they died.
Oh, okay.
So our mom is trying, like, begging us to not go back, but Ruka, that's who we are, wants to, like, she's compelled to know what happened. So that's, and I'm sure you can pause and read the subtitles too and ignore us. I apologize, I'm just excited. Cover art. Yeah, actually, I really do think that the emulator's doing something to those cutscenes. I'm gonna have to look that up. But I don't think there are many of them, and it actually kind of fits with the theme of what's happening, so I'm not too upset by it. Oh.
I'm literally playing All-Star in my head now and laughing at it. Sorry.
Yeah. The ghosts start coming and they don't stop coming.
Oh, God.
I've changed my mind.
Aw.
All right.
Girls.
Just now, a picture in my head. This place, I remember it faintly. All right. So.
All right. Just to clarify, hospital, museum, or hotel? What is this?
I think. I mean, at least part of this is a museum. I think part of it is also a hospital. This is like a building of all trades.
Sure. Grandfather apologized.
Oh. I mean, I'm fine with it because it's not in my head. All right. I was telling Amy, eventually, and I don't know if this is something we'll record or not, but eventually I would like to also play the Wii remake of Fatal Frame 2, because I feel like I'm in the minority with this. Whoops. I thought the remake was far worse than the original one. As a matter of fact, I would go so far as to say it had better graphics than the original release, and that's all I would give it. I feel like the original PS2 and Xbox versions of 2 were better in nearly every conceivable way.
Listen to you and your hot takes.
I mean, I think I'm in the minority with that, but I feel that way pretty strongly. So here's Madoka. So remember, Madoka was the one that was surrounded by ghosts at the end of the last chapter. We don't know what happened to Misaki. She walked off in the beginning. We didn't see her again. Since the silhouette of Rogetsu Island became visible, my heart has been aching. I don't remember anything about when I was on the island, but I feel like I'm suffocating. Just as Misaki said, something might be on that island. Misaki suddenly said she was going to Rogetsu Island, and I came along because I was worried about her. I'm afraid Misaki was tricked into going to the island. She wouldn't tell me her reason for going back. Soon we got closer to the island. Misaki was staring at it coldly. If I take my eyes off her, then we'll quickly be separated, and Marie and Tomoe, if I'm not with Misaki, then what might?
Indeed, what might. Also, Grandfather had weighed in on the what is this building. I think they're all sort of mansion / compound for the local lord / high muckamuck of the village.
I mean, that would absolutely fit with the theme, yeah.
That would make sense, yeah.
So, especially later on in the game, so, which we will obviously get to. God, look at her run at the speed of light. Just, am I playing Fatal Frame or Sonic? It's Fatal Frame. I'm playing Fatal Frame.
Oh.
So that was Madoka, obviously, and she is very clearly wispy and ghosty now. So I'm not really liking her chances. Or her chance that has already passed. Okay. Newspaper! Islander extinction.
It seems to be a newspaper clipping. We can't be sure, though.
Yeah. I think this game actually takes place before a lot of the others. I think this takes place in, like, the 70s.
I thought you were about to say, I think this takes place before newspapers.
I think this game is a newspaper. I think I read this game. Suspicious deaths of a mass of Regetsu Islanders. Yesterday afternoon at 4:30 p.m., when the captain of the ship, Oboro Maru, arrived at Regetsu Island port, he reported that many of the islanders had been killed. At the time of discovery, the police were concerned that the group had been infected by an epidemic since they were found in a horrific state covering their faces with their hands. Where are the remaining islanders? Traces of remaining islanders have been seen on the island, but the survivors have yet to be discovered. At the same time as the bodies are recovered by the police, the search will continue. Despite the fact that many of the islanders are dead or missing, there is no evidence of an accident or struggle. The islanders appeared to have suddenly disappeared at the scene, and the police have announced the necks of the bodies were unnaturally twisted.
Not natural twist.
Yeah.
Unnatural twist.
Yeah. They could tell if they were naturally, if they had naturally had neck snappings.
Twisted their necks around.
Yeah.
Also, Grumfodder said it's hard to go fast when your thighs are super glued together like that.
That's true. And when they're also made of literal twigs.
Oh, the things we do for fashion.
Yeah, I wish you wouldn't. It looks painful. Regetsu Island, historically known as the island nearest the underworld. That's cool. Has long been feared. I wonder why. However, times have changed. The Regetsu archipelago seems to no longer be the kind of place that is closed off to outsiders. Once, there was some kind of great disaster that destroyed the island, but it has started to recover. Instead of disliking an unusual person like me, they introduced me into the valuable cultural Regetsu Kugura ritual and the island's many beautiful clouded moon carvings. I seemed to be welcomed by the islanders to the point where it began to overwhelm me. I came to the...
I'm so welcomed.
They just start feeding them grapes. I came to this island to search for material for my camera specific to this island's religion. On Regetsu Island, the moon is considered to be a religious object. On the island, when the moon is inside the sun as with an eclipse, like a lunar eclipse, and a mask of it, memory and personality, and consequently the soul are revealed. It is thought that the soul remains even after the body is gone in the other world, and that the moon is the doorway to this other world. The moon is certainly a symbol of the other world. You want to say other world a few more times?
Otherworld.
Thank you. The souls of the dead return to the island during the Kagura dance, and this is the main function of the island's masks. The shrine maidens, here they are, wear masks during the ritual, and it is believed that at this time the moon makes contact between this world and the world of the dead.
You think the shrine maidens are the same as these young women?
I mean, I think they might have been related.
Who remember some strange ritual?
Maybe. A mask connected to the other world. There is more than one variety of mask on the island. Various types are used. By examining these masks, I will surely make great advances into my research of the other world. Other world, other world, other world, other world. The glass is cracked in the other world.
No.
Ah! That was not requested.
I'm not a ghost.
Yeah, why are you taking a picture of me? I'm not a ghost. Don't know about this. It's going to be a run-on joke forever. She's saying the exact same thing.
Oh, Grandfather said, getting an apartment in next door to the Abyssville and Hellmouth adjacent is also difficult.
Yeah, it is. The prices are through the roof right now. It is not a renter's market in the hellscape world.
The other world?
Yeah, the other world.
Oh,
yeah.
I know that one.
Regetsu Hall's just passed here. Since I came back to the island, my dizziness has gotten worse. The air doesn't move. It hurts to breathe. It's the scent of this place. Until now, things like scents of music made me remember the things I had forgotten, like the time when Ruka let me listen to this song she made. Although I remember some things, they aren't clear. Things like a sense of touch or pain. These words are just too vague. But this time it's different. From deep within me, a huge dark mass is going to come out. Suddenly, it'll break through my mind. At least it will be fine if I wait until Ruka gets here as well. So we are Ruka, remember. Spoiler alert: we are Ruka. Hi. I don't think I ever noticed it visible behind us when she was looking at the camera the first time. That was kind of cool.
Very spooky.
Alright, so yeah, red is hostile, blue is not hostile. And that's when an item is nearby. So I believe we just, yeah. D-pad doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, I didn't even realize I could angle the camera around. Can I change film yet?
Do you have more than one type of film?
I do not have more than one type yet, no. So yeah, eventually we'll get new lenses and functions. We can increase the stats when we find these crystals, and we can enhance the lenses once we get power-up lenses. It also will save every single photo that we take pictures of. Like every single photo that we take, not pictures of the pictures. It also has these horrible new words. I'll do that on my own time to get rid of them. I hate them.
Peter hates when it says new.
Oh yeah, so we'll be able to go and re-listen to things that we have found. We get a summary of what's going on, which is of the last chapter, I believe.
First
which is
Blossoms.
Cool. So
That's a skeevy title.
It kind of is, yeah. So yeah, this is 10 years after we were kidnapped and presumably rescued.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Let's read this newspaper first. Slowly reach out for it.
It's an old newspaper article.
It is. Recently, the renowned expert on paranormal science, Dr. Kunihiko Aso, has come to Rogetsu Island. It has been the doctor's longtime wish as a folklore expert to visit our island and study our traditions. Furthermore, he plans to travel to the island tomorrow to observe the Rogetsu Kagura. Due to the occasion, many visitors from the mainland are expected to visit. Subsequent to his visit, the room at Rogetsu Hall where Dr. Aso currently resides will be left open to the public as a reference and study room. I can already tell that some of the
translations,
the spelling more than anything have been fixed.
That's good.
I'm getting the rumble and everything. I'm just so pleased at how the Dolphin emulator works. Okay, so now we have a watery door that will give us hint photos.
Please, give us your wisdom, watery door.
Okay. Decorative masks.
Yes.
I thought it said something happened. Something happened! Like she's just screaming to no one. Like, the picture! The watery door!
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, that second mask was all screwed up. Something happened.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, so basically the hint is go find the masks. Also, you may hear me say how much I love the Wii as we play this. I love this. I love the Wii.
Peter loves the Wii.
Fucking fantastic. It's such a great system. Unfortunately, the U.S. was just accosted by throwaway minigame compilations. You can barely see her. Did Ruka see her? I don't even... Oh, yeah, Ruka saw her. Okay. Yeah, she's been pretty careful now. I guess she saw her.
Sam gave us a Puck Pikachu. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. I'm glad Zem is watching. I didn't expect him to watch this.
I didn't think you liked this.
I don't know if he likes it. I think he's a good friend. I think he's probably hating every second of this.
You did it! You photographed that nurse to death.
Yeah. Also, we tagged the stream on Twitch as photography, which is amazing.
And spiritualism.
Yeah. And I defy any of you to tell me we're wrong.
Oh, Zem says I'll be fairly distracted knitting.
That's fine.
That's fair.
That's fair, yeah. Alright. Filling our pockets with rocks. Killing already dead people. It's a good day. I don't know why she's not enjoying this. Oh, let's try and go the other direction first.
I'm glad that if I, get disappeared or possessed in some kind of weird mansion, you'll enjoy following in after me. And
please do! I need something to do this weekend. No, please don't get possessed and or haunted.
Fine.
I mean, if you want to. I just want you to be happy. If that means being possessed and turned into a ghost, I mean, please reconsider, but... I think they're going to throw a ghost at me to take a picture of for points here, and I'm going to be extremely upset if I don't get it.
Gruntfodder says, if there's any lesson we can learn from this game, it's that something happened.
Yeah, I mean, no, not to spoil anything, but guess what? Other things will happen.
Oh.
Also, I don't know if you noticed that, but when
It's an escaping child?
Yeah. When there's a ghost like that I can get for points, if I just pull up the viewfinder, it should snap to where the ghost is. Which is nice because, as previously mentioned, the controls in this game suck. A boy running toward the dining hall as if inviting Ruka. Is this innocent teasing or an invitation into darkness? I
Why
mean,
not
he's
both?
a ghost, so... I mean, who knows? He could be a good ghost. I've already noticed the loading time on opening the doors is vastly improved.
I would hope that your PC is more powerful
than the Wii. Yeah. Yeah, it might be. I think it is.
I mean, thank God you got that 3080 to play this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't see the problem here. I feel like it was worth that money to play Fatal Frame 4. So, yeah, the only time we are ever going to use the sensor bar in this, which just sickens the hell out of me, is when we need to play the piano at one point. That is the only time the sensor bar is used in this whole game. Gotcha.
Haha, man in kitchen.
Look at you being in the kitchen. Also, I'm happy that she sees absolutely nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
After wandering the darkness, yeah. Friends! Forgets all. He entered the dining room's kitchen trying to escape, but there's nowhere left to hide. From what? I need to look at the camera more. as I play, I'm just running into everything. I think the first time a hand grabs me, it's going to tutorial me.
Yeah.
Because Memo 3. I will just write something. Anything is good, but if I don't write anything, it will just go away. If I don't write, I forget. If I don't write, it's all over. I forget what, but it's all coming to an end. It's coming closer, slowly. It's coming closer. Melting. Mother, help me. Help. Everybody treats me like a toy. Stop shaking me. That turned into a Resident Evil document.
Yeah.
Something about itchy, something about... What? Where?
Peter.
Oh, that was the piano. Okay, never mind. That was the piano.
Oh my god, what if the piano is a ghost?
Then it would be from Mario 64. That's what it would be. Alright, so now my camera can literally shotgun enemies in the face.
Ooh.
As cameras do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's also another thing. The Z button is lock on, and now the C button is do things. Like, why? Now I need two fingers. What do they think I am? Oh, I like how Switch is in green. That's like a message from the future that the Switch is going.
Zem says, I was just going to say like Mario 64.
Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. That is a man of class.
Mm-hmm.
The best Mario game, in my opinion. Alright, so small amount of damage from a single shot. Alright. So now, yeah, I got the blast bar down there. It's not called the blast bar, but I'm calling it the blast bar.
Oh,
sure.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't either. I'm real... Hi.
Hi. I hear you forgot your key.
I'm sorry. Can I help you find it? I was going to say something, but the ghost distracted me.
Grandfather asked, can the emulator switch controls?
Yeah, so you can map basically anything to anything, but the controls being as sluggish as they are, the way they were programmed in this, it would feel really bad with a joystick. I thought of doing that. Also...
Uh-huh.
Oh. It says we have 5. Oh. Oh! These are the... people we defeated. Patient suffering from the feeling that her body is tearing itself apart. She's forgotten her name and hopes that it will return to her soon. A nurse in charge of the second floor. Although she is the most experienced nurse at the facility, she is having. Okay, well, the formatting is clearly broken on that one. Having a bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is this like the Ghost Pokedex? Yes.
Yeah, it 100% is, yes. The Ghost-a-Dex. But yeah.
Poke Ghost.
Hey, Stone Mirror, if you watched our Fatal Frame 5 playthrough, you'll know what that is. Basically, when we die, it brings us back automatically. But yeah, I could have technically played this with an Xbox controller if I really wanted to, but it's not like smooth camera movement the way it is in any other first-person game. So I just don't think it would have translated all that well, and that's why I'm just using the actual Wii Remote and Nunchuck. But yeah, I could have put it on a mouse, I could have put it on anything else, really. The Dolphin emulator is actually fantastic. It's one of the best emulators I've ever used for any system. Alright, tell me where I need to go, because exploration is dead.
Aw. Right there.
Under the stairs.
Next to the accordion.
Go visit Harry Potter. Yeah, next to the accordion. Guide board. There's a board with something printed on it. Entrance hall. Second floor gates. Instructions on opening. First, switch on the control panel in the storeroom under the large staircase in the entrance hall. Secondly, the big door opens with the number 13. Take note not to operate it without permission from the management office. I'll do whatever I fucking want.
Aw.
I thought those masks were in here. There they are. There it is. Yeah, another thing that this updated patch did, and I don't know what this even means, is that you can apparently play as the ghost version of Madoka?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, look, it's that
Something similar appears in the
thing.
photo. One is missing. Ha! That one's always really hard to get. All right, you masked child, I gotcha. Ha!
And Gruntfire said, to be fair, even when it tells you where to go, you can't always get there directly or safely.
That's true. I mean, you're not wrong with that. Yeah, you do have to figure out how to get there. You are right about that. A masked boy running across the dining room. Is he running to somewhere? But why? Is there something chasing him? Is he in his PJs? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point that I didn't think of. It's not always like a direct route to the place, at least. You're right. Nothing down here. I don't think I can go in that door where he was yet. Maybe I can. Oh, I'm so excited to be playing this. By the way, for anybody who hasn't heard, the Wii U Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater, is coming to the PC and every console October, I want to say like 28th or something like that. Oh, yeah! Oh, we need a special lens for that. Oh, do we? No, we don't! Awesome! So there are a billion of these creepy-ass dolls in this game, and I think you unlock stuff if you get all of them. I can't remember what getting all of them does for you.
Okay. You keep going. I'm going to be back in a couple of minutes.
Oh, okay. That works. Something fell near the doll. These red dolls, called Hozuki dolls, are a traditional gift in the Rogetsu archipelago. Their ancient origin is not exactly known, but they was made for the memorial service by parents who had lost a child. Another island in the Rogetsu archipelago designates the Hozuki dolls as unlucky, assuming they bring disaster. But Rogetsu Island is an exception, and the dolls are placed in various locations as custom. Yeah, so I can't remember exactly what you get for getting all of them. You may just get, like... Sure, I'll bet he is. It may just be, like, the glory of completion. Oh, there he is. Hey, man. Wow, I had a lot of time to get him. But yeah, there are a bunch of... there aren't a billion. I think there are, like, 30 of them. So Death of the Last Survivor. Death of the Last Survivor of Mass Disappearance. At 10 a.m. today, it was announced that the hospitalized girl, the last survivor in the case of a group of disappearances that occurred on Rigetsu Island, has died. The cause of death was shock compounded by physical frailty. So that's sad. There's going to be a lot of that in this game. Let's see, so we're working to get under the staircase. Okay. There's a guy there later. I know there... Oh, I can examine it. Damp air flows through the window. You can see a courtyard with a lattice. Okay, cool. She's very calm. Madoka had a proper reaction where the ghosts happened and she was terrified. Ruka doesn't care. Oh. Just make something appear? Hey, you still kind of have to aim up a little bit. Like, it'll point you in the direction. It won't always, like, point up or down, though. Alright. Man standing in garden. A man out in the garden, bathing in the moonlight. He stands in the garden eternally, seeking the light of the moon. Child standing inside door. A boy on the other side of the door. He's waiting for help, or maybe just for someone to play with. Oh. I'd play with him if it would let me. Now, I thought I heard the item appears noise, but... Okay, there's something. Hey, Type 14 film. So, Type 14 is kind of the standard type film in the game. I can change while I've got my camera loaded. I usually just stick with the infinite film to take pictures of people and not waste film. What do I have? I've got 10 of those. It is significantly more powerful, though. The Type 0 film, or Type 7 film, is... it's extremely weak in combat. It's really not good at all. Okay, tourism brochure. Once every 10 years on Rigetsu Island, the Rigetsu Kagura dance, the island's biggest ritual, is performed. The highlight of the festival is held at the Lunar Eclipse Hall. A shrine maiden called the Utsuwa, meaning vessel, and several handmaidens called Kanade, meaning accompanists, are the lead roles in this mysterious dance. Thank you for visiting Rigetsu Island. We advise tourists from outside the island to share the island's vast history with friends and family. Sounds like you want to get a lot of people to your island. Don't know about that. Yes, she is very stoic, yeah. She actually talks a lot more than the other characters, but when there's something to talk about, like, I don't know, ghosts and demons following you, she's awfully quiet about that. I mean, maybe she's just trying to be stealthy and not alert them. In that case, you're very smart. Hey, there we go. Use the key. I wish there would be an animation of them just chucking it. Okay, got an eagle. Got a mummy. Got old furniture. Got an item. There we go. I don't know how I saw it from that angle, but whatever. More newspaper. Mystery of the new group disappearance case deepens. 2 weeks have passed since the investigation, and the islanders' whereabouts are still unknown. The group disappeared on Rigetsu Island during the summer, and even from the start of the investigation, there were fears the search would be discontinued. The islanders' cause of death is also still unknown. It has been ascertained that the group did not contract the plague, however, there is no specific cause of death. Officials have said that there is a suspected connection with covering their faces with their hands and their contorted and twisted facial expressions. I would say that's I forgot about that. I would say there's a pretty good educated guess there about covering your face and distorted faces. Alright, so we need to get this to 13. I'm just going to flip switches until things happen. There we go. There are puzzles in this game. They're about as hard as that was. All right. Got the gate open. We are ready to go up to where the scritchy scratchy speaker was. Okay. Lots of savings so I can go back just in case I miss a spirit guy. Amy, a spirit guy.
Oh, spirit guy?
Yeah.
A whole spirit guy?
Yup. Oh, I wonder if we're going to get sound out of this because it's not going to come out of the speaker.
Did you see the comments?
I saw one of them. Are we not hearing it? Oh, it's... Oh, there we go. Okay, we are not getting... I know what I need to do then. Oh, puzzle you can't brute force is BS for nerds.
We are nerds.
Yeah. Okay.
I love bullshit.
Oh, I forgot. I automatically pointed at the sensor bar, which I hooked up. I'm just so used to doing that on the Wii that I just assumed it would work. There we go. Okay. So we should get sound for things like the phone out of the TV screen now. So
Okay.
we just got to the point where we opened this up.
Ooh.
So we're gonna go up to where the that nurse was. Oh, look at this! Yeah, I got you both.
Patience. I think one of those is a nurse.
Yeah, one of them is dressed like a nurse. So the patients climb the stairs to return to their rooms as usual. This routine is repeated at like an unbroken cycle, even in death. That's weird. That has more text on the side than the one that didn't work before.
Yeah. Buddy, do you want hugs?
I think you should pick him up.
You can try.
You just grab him. He doesn't care.
I can't really reach him here.
Here.
Well, I could reach him there.
Hey, buddy.
Now we have a cat playing Fatal Frame.
Here, you want to take him?
You know I do.
I love our cats. I wish Pringles would let me hold her.
Hey, bud.
Here you go. Aww. What a boy.
I got you.
Sorry for the interruption, but he's adorable. Okay, let's go this way first, because if video games teach us anything, it's go the opposite direction that it looks like you're supposed to go.
His paws in my shirt.
Aww. Shingo. This is a family stream.
Hi, bud.
Oh, look at this creepy guy. Ha!
Oh, yeah. That's a real creepy guy.
He's actually all over the place. There are flyers everywhere with him on it. On them, I mean.
You better now? You happier?
There we go. I've not been grabbed yet. All right, red crystals. I think those are those are specifically for lenses. I'm not going to power up my stuff right away. Excuse you. Actually, the stats I can upgrade right away. Lenses I'm going to save. So that's speed up film reloading time. Increases spear power absorbed. Capacity. I think capacity is going to be the first thing I upgrade. How much was that?
Shingo, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts, buddy? He does.
Cats on stream is a Twitch bonus. I agree. It's a life bonus, too.
Yeah. You're all up in my headphones, bud.
Shingo, quit being all up in her stuff.
My things.
I have a lot of herbal medicine.
Oh, Tom says cats can see ghosts. It's scientifically proven.
I think Shingo was doing that before, actually.
Yeah, Peter is convinced Shingo was looking at some ghosts in our place.
I think our cat has floaters, if we're being honest.
Ghost floaters.
Was I not even supposed to come in here? I thought I thought there was a reason to come in here.
I don't know. Hey, bud. You a happy cat?
Maybe not. Got myself an herbal medicine. I'm sure I'll go back in there eventually. God, and she's in heels, too.
Yeah.
You don't need this.
You gotta look good. You never know when somebody might pop out and take a photo of you.
Yeah, I mean, she wasn't even wearing her feet. So, now who's embarrassed? The footless ghost.
The ghost
That's
is
who.
embarrassed.
Ghost is embarrassed. Everyone go watch Trailer House. Inpatient Nitsuki Shiono. I don't know how we got that information out of a photo that we just took. Waiting for her lover to visit. However, he betrayed her and she fell into the abyss of madness. That's sad and unnecessary. What the fuck? Oh. One of those shelves has a doll on it. I think this might be a fake one. I don't remember there being an item here. Oh, no. Never mind.
It's a memo.
When I look at my face, I don't understand what it's becoming. I don't know my own face. My face. No, my face.
No, your face.
Two people the same.
Oh.
Madoka!
Madoka.
Where? Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I would have been mad if I didn't get a photo of that child disappearing into that room.
If I've heard it once, I've heard it 1,000 times.
Yep. Kazudo Amaki wearing a mask with an unpleasant expression. He is young but haunted by darkness beyond his innocence. Oh. I want to know if the unpleasant expression is the mask or just she somehow knows behind the mask he's just like... It's like super unhappy about it.
Grandfather says maybe the camera obscura prints flavor text on each photo you take on its own. Spooky.
Truly ghosts. Okay, the sacred water gives me all of my health back as opposed to the herbal medicine, which is just a little bit of it. Yeah, it's a Polaroid with its own subtitles. Hey, alarm. Okay. So now we're going to get a blinking light at the top of the camera obscura that tells us when the fatal frame moment is, I believe. Oh, it's already on. Yeah, blink to show a ghost fatal frame moment. Okay, still only 9 blue crystals. So now it's going to make a lot more sense. Like, the fighting's going to... Visually, it's going to make a lot more sense than it did before. Still not seeing any dolls. Oh, there's one. Oh. Your eye is yourself.
The curse of the doll.
Yeah.
Why do they keep so many cursed dolls around?
There was a whole text file explaining why they had them before, but...
Oh, fine.
They weren't... The text file wasn't like, ooh, that was weird.
What?
There was like a glitchy blip right here.
Oh.
I'm sure it was nothing.
Alright, buddy, I'm gonna set you down. He's like a little furry potato.
Oh, but he wants to be pet and hugged. Oh. You can try and put him on my lap and see if he stays. He usually doesn't stay if I don't pay attention to him and pet him, though. Ruka's just like, that's a cool lamp. Hi, buddy boy. I will play like this for my cat. He's leaving. Alright, more Type 14 film. An interview. With a tape recorder.
Grandfather said, but the ad said the cursed dolls would only go up in value. Why did I buy so many?
I risked so much cursing. So, I think this would normally come out of the speaker, but I think it should come out the TV now. Oh, this is the call we got before. Let's see if it did it. No?
I can... No,
You heard voices?
I guess not. I
Oh,
thought maybe
okay.
I did, but then I don't think I did.
Oh, here, this one.
回りましたどうですか気分の方は
I'll try and enable the speaker later for next time.
気がつくと廊下にいて月が見えて月を見ると少し落ち着くんです
いつからですか
前の祭りの後からです祭りが終わってもまだあの感覚が続いているような
それはどういう
どんどん自分が溶けてなくなって何か忘れてはならないことがあったのに
Yeah!
I think you're just crazy.
思い出せなくなっているような気がするんです
そうか
Yep, jam
まずこ
medication
の
into
薬
her.
を安心してください必ず解放に向かいます
あの音楽は何ですあの音楽を聴くたびにまたやめてくださいやめて
わかりましたあなたには特別な治療をしましょう
Convenient. She does feel like, or sound like she's having a bad time, though.
連れて行け
So that was the director of some place making this recording, and she was saying ever since the last Regetsu Kagura festival, she hears music, she can't remember anything, the moon calms her down. Mm-hmm. So those are going to be repeated themes throughout this game. That looks like a foot. I'm actually genuinely surprised that we haven't gotten it yet. Alright.
Ooh!
So now I think I have 3? I don't know. I'll fucking know.
Does anybody really?
Books and crystal radios are scattered about.
Just crystal radios all over the place.
Yep. Boy's Diary 1. Diary full of scribbles! April 6th, rain. Today I found it again. This time it happened to be in the dining room. It was the mask. They can't take it away. They aren't allowed to. They have to give it back. I found it today. I hid the mask well. Under the bed! They won't take it again. They came and took it. Well, that plan didn't pan out for you, did it? Don't follow me. They're not going to take it again. Up, it's gone.
No.
I looked down to write this journal entry, and they fucking took it. You need some Visine, kid.
Fight that child!
Oh, I have the crappy, Oh, jeez 'em! There we go. Yeah. So you can combo if you get a perfect shot and a fatal frame shot. I must have just barely missed the fatal frame the first time.
You photographed that child to death.
Yeah. I'm gonna make a hobby of that. Boy's Diary 2. It isn't here. Someone stole it. If they don't return it soon, I'll disappear fast. Who was it? Give it back. Give it back, give it back, give it back. Disappear. Give it back.
On
Child of few words. Huh?
it. I'm on it.
Oh, you're on it. On the contrary, I'm gonna take it. On the contrary, I see what you need, I see what you want. It's
But Peter,
mine now.
Give it back.
No. It is me, boy disappointer. Okay. Doing okay there, radio?
Ah, lovely.
The dulcet tones of Rogetsu Island. Yeah, we get it. Yeah. Oh, now it's all fuzzy and wavy. Really? I actually thought I could take that. Can I not take that?
Where would she put it?
What game had the crystal radio in
She
it?
doesn't even have pockets.